Okay, today I'd like to demonstrate a simple version of a soft hackle pheasant tail. Okay, I'm using, let's see, I like to use red thread, so I'll try that today. And okay, go down to the end. I'm going to leave the tag on. I'll show you why here in just a second. Okay, now we've got our pheasant tail here, and we're just going to pull off about 5 or 6 pieces, and when a tail is less than the shank length on this one, right about there, hold it in place, and 1, 2, 3 wraps in. I'm going to do 3, 4 wraps in front, and then take my handy dandy clipper tool here, and we're going to take the piece of thread together with the pheasant tail. So instead of using a wire rib, I'm going to use a thread rib, which will still hold it together. We'll take the thread back up to the front, so twist around like that, and this also gives you kind of a nice segmented version too. You don't have to put the turns exactly on top of each other. You can kind of space them out just a little bit. Okay, then get to the front here, a couple times around with the bobbin. Also, the nice thing is you don't have to worry about spoiling your clippers trying to cut the wire. Okay, then I'd like to just take a little bit of peacock dubbing. You could use regular peacock if you want, but I think this is works pretty well with just the dubbing. Put that on. Make sure you don't crowd the hook too much. If you have too much, you can just take a little bit off there. And we've got a space in the front for our soft hackle. I'm going to use a peacock on this one, or not a peacock, partridge. So you've got your partridge feather like this, and I'm going to pull back some of the feathers. I want to cut off just so we have just a little triangle for a tie-in point. I'm going to put a little bit of dubbing wax on the thread there, just to hold it tight. These have a tendency to just slip off. Stick it in there, and if you rotate your bobbin counterclockwise, it'll jump backwards instead of jumping off the hook, and you can catch it a little bit easier there. And then take our tool here again, and we just want to stroke these back a little bit. We only need a couple of turns of the partridge here. 2, and do one more. Make this one a little bit full. Find these are, since I'm mostly a warm water fisherman, I find these to be quite handy for the bluegills, and for other, of course, for trout too. And make a nice little head there, and get our whip finisher. 2, 3, 4. And because I use the wax on the thread, I find I don't really need to put a head cement on it. So thank you very much.